Hey everyone, this is the pattern drafting art of remaking my wedding dress. If you watched my previous video, you will know that I am remaking my wedding dress after 4.5 years because I was limited by the knowledge that I had. Now that I have all the knowledge that I need to make the dress that I want, I'm actually going to remake my wedding dress, even though it's been 4.5 years. My mannequin is all ready to drape my new wedding dress pattern, and I'm basically laying the fabric where I want it to go and pinning it in place and then adding darts to create a perfect fitted look. Then I am cutting where I want all of my seam lines to go with no seam allowances included. Now this is where the tricky part is because the neckline is what defines the bodice. Now this is really just like art. You just draw where you think it really needs to go. Now let's head to the back of this bodice. I'm repeating what I did on the front and doing it on the back and just cutting where I need to and drawing where I think those lines should go visually. All right, so you can see all of my mess ups here. I have gone through a lot of different drawings here. I decided to go with this one right here where it's gonna come, stop here, and come down. Then let's cut it out along that line. I am going to make a mock-up and see how this looks. Okay, so here we go, is the mock-up. I think this is a little bit baggy here. I'm wanting a smooth fit, so I need to pull it tight under the armpits. However, I feel like the back is too open. It needs to come over here. So I decided after looking at it to bring in that V a little bit, and I did play around with it quite a bit, and I did a few mock-ups to try it on. And after a few tries, I ended up moving the straps in a little bit because it was too wide and that was what was causing the gaping. But then I decided that I just needed to take in the side seams, and I wanted to make it a curve in the back, not a V in the back. A little bit different, but the V was not fitting because I'm realizing that each person is drawn to a certain shape, and I am drawn to curves and circles, not squares. So I feel like I need to make my dress more like the front is a curve and the back is a curve. So I need to make my dress curves, not squares. Y'all, comment below on if squares, circles, or hexagons, or what's your style? Because I find that I am always drawn to curves on everything. Now the bodice is finally designed. Now we need to go to the skirt. To draft the skirt pattern, I like to use packing paper because I have a lot of it left after moving. So I just lay out all my packing paper pieces and I'm about to tape them all together to create one large piece so that I can actually start marking the waist. And this looks really small because this is only 1/8 of the skirt and I'm doing a double circle skirt. So here I'm marking the hem all the way around the waist in a circle type direction. And now I am cutting out the skirt. Okay, so I don't bore you with the next step. I'm gonna cut out 4 more of these, but I'm not gonna draft them just like I did now. I'm gonna use this as a template. So for this next piece that I'm going to make, I had to add 2 extra pieces of paper so that I could trace my train on here. So I placed the other piece that I just drafted and I'm extending the hem down to create a longer train. And you will see I am drawing it so that it blends with the side seam there. That way it's not just cut off. So note that these pieces that I just showed you, that is only 1/4 of the dress. Each of those pieces is only 1/4. No, it's 1/8. It's 1/8 of the dress. At this point, I just need something to drink because I'm just gonna keep cutting and taping and tracing away until I have the whole skirt made. So look at all that huge piece. This is only 1/4 of the dress. The dress skirt is done. Now I realized I need to draft the lining of the dress so that I can actually attach some fluffy tulle to it to create the volume. And here I am just drafting basically what my measurements are so that it will fit me perfectly, because I always have an issue where I make an A-line skirt and my hips are always wider than my waist, so I end up having an issue. So here I am just cutting out the piece and voila. So this is the first piece that I drafted. If you remember, of the skirt piece. It is in 2 pieces right now, and I'll explain why. So if you can see here, see this tape line right here going down the middle? This is the first quarter piece that I had drafted. I made a second one, ignore this cut here. I made a second one and taped it to that, and look how it is a half circle. It is supposed to be a full circle because we're gonna cut it on the fold right here, and there's gonna be a cut line down there, but this is all gonna be one piece. I had to divide it into technically three pieces. You can't see it now because it's a half circle. The reason I had to make that random cut for the third piece is because I did not want a seam right in the front of the skirt, if you get my drift. Okay, so this is the larger piece. The one that I just talked about is under here. I just put this on top. This is larger. This is 1/2 of the back of the skirt. I'm gonna cut one of these and another one on the other side. I'm gonna try and pin them all onto my mannequin, the skirt pieces, so you can see how it goes together. It's only gonna be 1/2 of the skirt because I only have technically one cut half. So obviously this is with paper and it looks really rumply and crumply because I can't drape it nicely. But as you can see, there is a ton of fullness in that skirt. But yeah, so that is how I made the pattern for this dress. We will have yet to see if all of this pans out. So if you want to see if it pans out, hit that subscribe button, like this video if you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.